Dear students, in this video, I'll be solving the revision sheet of SRT1 for grade 8. So question number 1, it says evaluate the following. So here we have some powers or square roots, and then we need to find the value of each one of them. So first one, 11 square, which means we don't have to explain it in the exam. You can write the answer, but this is for the one who doesn't know. 11 square means multiply 11 by itself 2 times. So 11 times 11 is 121. Next, we have minus 6 to the power of 2. Sorry. As you can see, we have minus 6, so even minus is inside the bracket. So this means minus 6 times minus 6. So first, we times the sign first. Minus times minus, it's a plus, positive. 6 times 6, 36. So the power 2 makes the number positive. But this one here, we have power 3. So minus times minus would be plus, but then times minus, and it will be negative. So we do 4 times 4, 16, times 4, 64 will be minus 64. So if I have a negative value, and the power is an odd number, like 3, then the negative value will stay the same. It will stay negative. Now, square root of 121. Okay, square root is the opposite idea of power 2. So when I had 11 to the power of 2, we said 11 times 11. Now the opposite idea. Now I have 121. So I say, which number, if I times it by itself, I will get 121. So we already did it, which is 11. So the square root of 121 is 11. Because 11 times 11 is 121. Next, we have 5 to the power of 0. As you know, anything in math to the power of 0, whether if it is x, y, 10, whatever, it's equal to 1. So 5 to the power of 0 is equal to 1. Now 3 to the power of minus 2. Now we don't like to have a negative power. So what do I do in this case? I have to flip to make it positive. But how can I flip if it is not a fraction? You know that 3, if I need to make it a fraction, I will write it as a 3 over 1. So let's flip this now. Let's make it 1 over 3. Since I flip it, what will happen to the power? It will be positive. So I have 1 over 3 to the power of 2. Now what is 3 power 2? It's 3 times the 3, which is 9. So it's 1 over 9. Now, in part G, as you see, we have the root, but here there's a 3 written. This means it's not the square root, it's the cube root, which means number times itself, that's why we have number 3. So number times itself, which is equal to 27. Remember, we write on our notebook some numbers to the power of 2 and 3, so you should memorize it to make the calculation faster. So we said that to the power of 3, this is 3. Because the 3 to the power of 3 is 27. So the answer is 3. Now again, we have the cube root of minus 64. The same thing, guys. Remember when we say that to the power of 3, because it's an odd, this sign will stay the same. Here also it will stay the same. So it's minus. Now which number times itself? 3 times will give me 64, which is 4. 4 times 4, 16 times 4, 64. Like as we did here. So the answer is minus 4. Now, question 2. Simplify each expression, leaving your answer as a single power. So here, I don't need 2 to the power of 3, which means 8. I don't need this kind of answer. We need only to work out the powers. So, we study something about the powers, which is in multiplication, what do I do for powers? We add them, but we must have the same base. What does that mean? If this is 2, this one has to be 2. So since both of them are the same, do I multiply them? No. We don't say 2 times 2 is 4. So we write 2. And then in multiplication, what do? I add the powers. 3 plus 5 is 8. Again, am I finding the answer? Am I calculating? No, I am simplifying. So it's 2 to the power of 8. Next one, again, in multiplication, we add the powers. Minus 4 plus 3. So minus 4 plus 3 will be minus 1. So it's 5 to the power of minus 1. If you need, you can make positive 1 over 5. Now in division, what do I do for division? In division, I subtract the powers. So it's 10 to the power of 12 minus 5 will be 7. Good. Okay. Next one. Again, division. So I have to subtract. But here we need to be careful. What do I have? I have 8 minus 3. We have 8 minus 3. Now remember, we talked about this in detail. If I need to do such a calculation, I have a problem. I have two signs next to each other, minus, minus. So what do? I combine them. How do I combine them? By multiplying them. What is minus times minus? It's a plus. So now the question becomes 8 plus 3. So 8 plus 3, which is 11. So here it's 7 to the power of 11. Now, through to the power 3 to the power of 2, and again to the power of 4. So I have power on the top of it, there is another power. What do I do if I have power like this and another power like this? We multiply the powers. So, what do I multiply? 2 times 4. So this one will be 3 to the power of 8. Now the last one, either you can add them or you can say that I know that this is 1. So 8 to the power of 5 times 1 is 8 to the power of 5. Or you can say 0 plus 5 is 5. So the answer is 8 to the power of 5. Next, find the highest common factor and the least common multiple of the following pairs. So for each pair of the numbers, we have to find the highest and the lowest common multiple. First, the first step I have to do it is I need prime factorization. What does that mean? Let's take 48 first. Let me write here 48. And then you make a line like this. Or you can use the tree method, but we prefer to use this. Now, what do? I divide 48 by prime numbers only. Okay, what is prime numbers? We forgot. Let's remember together. Prime numbers are the numbers that has only two factors. What does that mean? That can be divided by 1 and itself. For example, 2, we have only 1 times 2, or it can be divided by 1 and 2. 3, it's 1 times a 3. Then 4 is not prime number. Why? Because I have 2 times 2, or I have 4 divided by 2. So actually all the even numbers can be divided by 2. So the only prime even number is 2. Again, the only prime number that is even is 2. All the other even numbers are not prime. After 4, what do we have? 5. Again, 1 times 5. 6, we said it's an even, so it's not a prime. 7, 1 times 7 only. Now, what about 9? 9, no, it can be divided by 3, because the 3 times the 3 is 9. 10 is an even, so 11, 13, and so on. Now I will divide 48 by the prime numbers. How? In order. So I check first 2. Can I divide 48 by 2? Yes, I will write it here. 48 divided by 2, 24. I continue. Can I divide by 2? Yes, it's an even. 24 divided by 2, 12. Can I divide it by 2? Yes. What is it? 6. We continue till it's 1. 6, can I divide by 2? Yes. What is it? 3. 3 is already a prime number. I can't divide it by 2, so I have to divide it by 3. 3 divided by 3, 1. Now I should write 48 as a multiple of prime numbers. What is 48? It's 2. How many times it's repeated? 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's 2 to the power of 4 times 3. Now I should do 60. Let me write 60 here, and then this. Again, the same steps. 60 divided by 2, 30. 30 divided by 2, 15. 15 is not even, I can divide by 2. We check, can I divide by 3? How do I check divide by 3? We add the digits. 1 plus 5, 6. So it's a multiple of 3. So we write here 3, 5. 5 is a prime number, so it's 5, 1. So what is 60 as a prime factorization? It's 2 power 2 times a 3 times 5. Okay, now I need the prime factorization to compare it with each other and find the highest common factor. First, highest common factor. From the name of it, it says highest, but actually I will compare the numbers and I will pick the lowest. How will I compare the numbers? Let's check. How many 2 I have here? I have 4 of them, 2 to the power of 4. How many 2 I have here? 2. So I will pick the lowest, which means 2 to the power of 2. Then times. It's always times, not plus. Then I compare how many 3 I have here? 1. How many 3 I have here? 1. So let me pick 1. Then how many 5 I have here? 1. How many 5 I have here? 0, nothing. So we pick the lowest, which is nothing. So the highest common factor will be 2 to the power of 4. 2 to the power of 2 is 4. 4 times the 3 is 12. So it means the highest number that can divide both 48 and 60 is 12. Now, let's do the least common multiple. Now, the name of it is least, but I compare and I pick the highest. So I have, how many do I have here? 4. How many do I have here? 2. So I pick 4 of them, the highest. 2 power 4. Times 1, 3 here, 1, 3 here. I pick 1, 3. Times 1, 5 here. Here there's nothing. I pick the higher, which is 1, 5. Now 2 to the power of 4, what does that mean? It's not 2 times 4. It's 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, which is 16. And I have 5 times the 3 is 15. So 15 times 16, it's 240. So the highest common factor for 48 and 60 is 12, and the least common multiple is 240. Okay, now let's do 36 and 90. So let's follow the same steps. First, what do I have to do? I have to find the prime factors of 36. Can I divide by 2? Yes, which is 18. Divide by 2, 9. Divide by 3, 3. Divide by 3, 1. So 36 is equal to 2 power 2 times 3 power 2. Then, after what do I have? 90. So 90 divided by 2, 45. Can't be divided by 2, so we check 3. 45 divided by 3 is 15. 15 divided by 3 is 5, 5, 1. So 90 is equal to 2 times 3 power 2 times 5. Now let's do the highest common factor. As we said, we compare and we pick the lowest. Two of them, one of it, we pick 1. 2, 3 here, 2, 3 here, we pick 2, 3. 1, 5 here, there's no 5, we keep it. 3 square is 9, 9 times 2, 18. So the largest number that can divide 36 and 90 is 18. Okay. Now, what do I have to find? We need to compare to find the least common multiple. As we said, we compare them, we pick the highest. How many 2 here? I have 2. How many 2 I have here? 1, so I pick 2. 3, it's the same. 3 power 2. And then I have 5 as well. 2 power 2 is 4. 3 power 2 is 9 times 5. 9 times 5, 45. And then times 4, which is 180. So the least common multiple that both of them they meet is 180. Now let's do for the last one. Okay, what do I have here? 54 and 72. 54, can I divide it by 2? Yes, what is it? 27. Now 27, can I divide by 2? No, I can't. By 3, 7 plus 2 is 9, yes. Divide by 3, 9. Divide by 3, 3, 3, 1. So 54 is equal to 2 times 3 power 3. Now 72 divided by 2 is 36. Divide by 2, 18. By 2, 9, 3, 3, 3, 1. So let me write it here down. 72 is equal to 2 power 3 times 3 power 2. Which is 9 times 8. Okay, now we compare them for the highest common factor. As we said, we pick the lowest. 1, 2, or 3 of it. 1, 2. Then 2 of the 3 or 3 of it. 2 of it. So 3 squared is 9 times 2, 18. Then we pick the highest for the least common multiple. So 2 power 3 times 3 power 3. So 2 power 3 is 8. 3 power 3 is 27. So when we multiply them, we got 260. Okay. Next, convert the following measurements. We said that we have to memorize. We already wrote them on the notebook. Kilometer, meter, centimeter. Just write them in order. Kilometer, meter, centimeter, millimeter. Then start with 1000 and each time remove 1 0. So from bigger to smaller, we multiply. From smaller to bigger, we divide. So start with 1000 and then remove 1 0 will be 100, then remove 1 0 will be 10. And here the same numbers, 10, 100, 1000. Now they said from centimeter to millimeter. From centimeter to millimeter times 10. So 18 times 10, 180. Now from kilogram to gram. So ton, kilogram, and gram, all of them are 1000. So bigger to smaller times 1000. So 0.6 times 1000 is 600. Then from milliliter to liter. From a small one to bigger one. So here I divide. So from milliliter to liter is divide by 1000. So I bring the decimal point from here 3 steps. 1, 2, 3. So 0.750 or 0.75 because the 0 has no meaning. Now from kilometer to meter, as you can see here up, it's times 1000. So we move 1 step, the decimal, it's out. We still have 2 steps, so we add 2 zeros. So 2300. Now from meter to millimeter, look, I'm moving 1 step and then another step. So times 100 and then times 10. Count how many zero? We have 3. So it's times 1000. 45 times 1000 is 45 thousandths. Now, from meter square to centimeter square. Okay, we write this. From meter to centimeter, what do? I times by 100. But this is not meter, this is meter square. This is centimeter square. So times 100 square. What does that mean, 100 square? 100 times 100. 100 times 100, just count the zero. How many we have? 4. So it's 10,000. So here, what do we have? We have 10. And then we add these 4 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's 100,000 centimeters squared. So here, what do we have to do in this question? We have to memorize those. Next, find the following. Find the area of a rectangle with length 12 and width 8. So rectangle, they ask for the area of it. You know that area is length times width or base times height. So area is equal to, we have to write the formula in the exam. 12 times 8. How do you multiply this? You do 8 times 2, 16. 6, so you carry 1. 8 times 1 is 8 and 1, 9. Is it correct? Is it true? Now some of you said no, it's not correct. Why? Correct, because we have to add the unit. Centimeter, since it's area, we write square. The unit for the area is always square. B, find the area of the triangle with base 10, height 7. Triangle, base is 10, and the height is 7. What's the formula for this? Area is equal to base times height over 2. 10 times 7 over 2. You can do 10 times 7, 70 over 235. Or you can simplify before you multiply. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 10 divided by 2 is 5. 5 times 7 is 35 watt centimeter squared. Next, a circle has a radius of 5. Let's say this is the circle, and they said radius of 5. We know that radius is that short line. They said find the circumference. What is C is equal to? 2 pi r, which means 2 times 3.14 times 5. Now this is an easy calculation because 2 times 5 is 10. 3.14 times 10, remove the decimal one step. So it's 31.4 unit centimeter. Do we add the square? No, we don't add it. Why? Because it's circumference, not area. So it's 31.4 centimeter. Now, compound shape is made of 6 by 4. So this is 6, this is 4. 6 by 4 rectangle and a semicircle with a diameter of 6. This is a semicircle, half circle, and the diameter of it means the line is 6. What did they ask to find? Find the total area. So to find the total area, it's area of the rectangle, area 1, plus area of the semicircle, area 2. So we write A is equal to area 1 plus area 2. What's the area of the rectangle? Base times height, 4 times 6. Then plus, what's the area of the circle? Pi r squared. But here I don't have r, I have the diameter, which is 6. How do I find it? I do 6 divided by 2, which is 3. So this is the radius. If I divide the diameter by 2, I'll get the radius. So pi r squared, which means pi times r is 3. 3 squared is 9. Now, 4 times 6, 24. Now here I have to do a side, 3.14. If pi is not given, so it's 3.14 times 9. 4 times 9, 36. 6, I carry 3. 9 times 1 is 9 and 3, 12. 2, I carry 1. 9 times 3, 27 and 1, 28. Now, how many number after decimal? I have two values after decimal, so two values after decimal, 28.26. Now we add them. 0.26 is the same. Now you do 8 plus 4. This is 12. So we write 2, we carry 1. 2 plus 2, 4 plus 1, 5. So it's 52.26 what? Centimeter square. But here, do you know what kind of a mistake we made? We need to be careful about. The mistake was, this is a semicircle, not a full circle. So after I do pi r square, I have to divide by 2. So this value, we should divide it by 2. Okay? So why? Because they said a semicircle, we need to be careful. What is 28.26 divided by 2? It will be 14.13. Now let's do the addition. 0.13 will stay the same. 4 plus 4, 8. 1 plus 2, 3. Now it's correct. 38.14 centimeters squared. So again, why did I divide by 2 here? But the formula was pi r squared because they said it's a semicircle, not a full circle. Next, expand and simplify. So here we have a bracket, 6 in bracket x minus 4. So when I say bracket and there is something outside, what's the operation? There's nothing written, but I know that is times. Okay, how do I multiply 6 by the bracket? You multiply 6 by everything inside. So 6 times x, then 6 times minus 4. For 2, the same thing. 2 times the 3x, 2 times 5. So this is how we do the multiplication. Let me do it step by step. We start with 6 times x is 6x. Then 6 times minus 4, take it with the sign. 6 times minus 4, plus times minus, minus. 6 times 4, 24. Now, plus 2x times the 3, sorry, plus 2 times 3x plus 6x. 2 times 5 plus 10. Is it done? No, we did only expand. Now we need to simplify. So we write an equal, and we add the common terms only. Which one has x? This one and this one. 6x plus 6x, 12x. Then minus 24 plus 10. They have different signs, minus plus, so I subtract them. 24 minus 10 is 14. Now I pick the sign of the biggest number. Which one is bigger, 24 or 10? 24 is bigger. What's the sign of it minus? So minus 14. Now, can I simplify more? No, I can't. So this is the simplified version of the answer. Next, expanding. Let me do it a bit faster. 5 times 2y, ny, minus 15. Now here, minus 4 times 3, minus 12y. Now, minus times minus, plus 4 times 8, 32. Again, what do I do? Here there is 10y. We add the common terms. 10y minus 12y, different signs we subtract. And we take the sign of the bigger, so it's minus 2y. Then minus 15 plus 32. What is it? Subtraction, because they have different signs. So we do 32 minus 15, which is plus 70. Next, 3 by 2, 6a, plus 3 by 1 is 3, minus 2 times 5 is minus 10a, minus 2 times minus 4 is plus 8. Simplify again, 6a minus 10a is minus 4a, plus 3 plus 8, 8 and 3 will be 11. So minus 4a plus 11. And that's it. It's already simplified. Next, factorize fully. Now this is opposite of expanding. In expanding, we did multiplication mainly. Now here we will do division. Okay. How would I do the division? I will take the highest common factor. So first, let's check the numbers, 9 and 3. Give me the highest number that can divide both, which is I need the highest common factor. So what value can divide 9 and 3? It's 3. Now we check the variables a and b. Anything in common? No, they are not. So 3 is the highest common factor. Now then what do I have to do? I open bracket. Now you divide everything by the highest common factor, starting with 9a. So you say 9 divided by 3 is 3, and then let's write a. Then we have minus. Then 3b divided by 3, 3b divided by 3. This is cancelled, so it's only b. So this is the fully factorized answer. Now 12xy minus 18x squared. Now from 12 and 18, they can be divided both by 6. Some of you might use 2. 12 and 18, both of them can be divided by 2. Okay, it can be a common factor, but it's not factorized fully. We need fully, which means divide by the highest number. So we said 12 and 18 is 6. Now let's check the letters. I have 1x here, I have 2x here. You know, in highest common factor, what do I pick? The lowest. So I will pick 1x only. Now here I have 1y, here there's no y. Highest common factor, what do we pick? Nothing. Now we open bracket. We divide the numbers and then we divide the variables. 12 divided by 6, 2. Now xy divided by x. So x divided by x will cancel each other. So I have only y. Next, we put minus 18 divided by 6, 3. X squared divided by x, x squared divided by x. How many x I have up? 2. How many x I have down? 1. So remove 1 from here and 1 from up. So the answer is only x. How do I check if my answer is correct or not? I expand again. 6x times 2y, 12xy. 6x times minus 3x minus 18x squared, which is correct. Next question, we have 15 and 10. The highest common factor is 5. Let me write it on the left. Then m squared and m, we pick m. N and n squared, we pick n. It has to be under, we don't have space. We do it here. Now I open bracket. 15 divided by 5, 3. M squared divided by m, m. N divided by n cancelled, plus 10 divided by 5, 2. M divided by m cancelled. N squared divided by n, it's n. Last one, 7 and 21, both of them can be divided by 7. X squared, 1x, we pick 1x. Y and y squared, we pick y. Open bracket. 7 divided by 7, 1. X squared divided by x is x. Y divided by y is 1, cancel. Then minus 21 divided by 7, 3. X divided by x cancel. Y squared divided by y, y. So it's factorized fully. Then, this last question, yeah. Last question, make x the subject of the formula. What does that mean? That x, I need it to be alone. I need it to be x equal to the other parts. How can I make that? I need x to be alone, we said. So, I check what do I have next to x, and I do the opposite. What does that mean? Let's check step by step. Okay, tell me, what do I have next to x? with the operation of it. So you will say that next to x I have times n. What else you have next to x? You will say plus 8. Sorry, plus m. So I have times n and plus m. Okay, which one should I remove first? Always start removing from the easy parts. So which one is easier here to remove? Plus m, okay? The plus and minus. Now, how do I remove plus m? I do the opposite. So let me write here in a circle. What is opposite of plus? Minus m. So now I will do minus m to the left and minus m to the right side. When I will do it to the left, this m will cancel. So now I have nx is equal to p minus q, and then this now minus m. So I did minus m on the left and on the right. Okay, it's cancelled. Next, what do I have next to x? I have times n. Let's do the opposite, divided by n. When I divide by n, this n will cancel. So x is equal to p minus q minus m, and then over n, like this. So now look, x becomes the subject. X is equal to. Next, where's x here? What do I remove first? The easy part, the plus. So I will do minus 3a on both sides. So I would have y minus 3a, because I should do it here. So y minus 3a is equal to, now that 3a is removed. So what do I have left? 4x. Is x alone? Not yet. What do I have next to it? Times 4. What's the opposite? Divide by 4. So y minus 3a divided by 4 is equal to x. It's better if you put x on the left. So x is equal to y minus 3a over 4. Now part C. Let me write it down again. We have m equal to x plus y, and then here times 1 over 2. So that times 1 over 2, what's the meaning of it? It means like the bracket over 2. So actually it's a division, okay? What should I do first? Here I cannot do, for example, minus y to remove it. No, here I have to remove the denominator first. So y can be free. So what is opposite of that line of the fraction means divide. What is opposite of divide by 2? It's multiply by 2. Let's multiply by 2. 2 times m is 2m equals to x plus y. Now, is x alone? No. What do I have next to it? Plus y. Do the opposite, minus y. So what do I have? 2m minus y is equal to x. We can write in the left, x is equal to 2m minus y. Okay, next, the last one. We have y is equal to x plus 5 over x minus 2. Now this one, how can I simplify it? I have x up and x down. We will do, when I have fraction equal to another fraction, I will do something called cross multiplication. Okay, but teacher, here we don't have a fraction. We have x plus 5 over x minus 2, but y is not a fraction. Okay, can I make it a fraction? Yes, how? Over 1. Now what do we do? Cross multiplication. So now first I will multiply y by x minus 2. Y times x minus 2 equals to 1 times x plus 5 is the same, x plus 5. Next, what do? I expand the bracket. So xy minus 2y equals to x plus 5. Okay, now after I expand, what should I do? I'll put the x values on one side, the others on the other side. So let me bring that x to the left. So I will have xy. When I take it to the other side, I change the sign of it, will be minus. So xy minus x equals to 5. Now take minus 20y to the right, be plus 2y. Now for the part that I have, let me take x as a common factor. Let me continue here. Let me take x as a common factor. So x, open bracket, what is it? Y minus x divided by x is 1, equal to 5 plus 2y. Now check, what do I have next to x? I have times y minus 1. So what do? I divide by y minus 1. So it will be like this. 5 plus 2y divided by y minus 1 is equal to x. Okay, hope you understand. Please, when you're solving during the exam, show your work and remember to memorize the formula for converting and the formula for the area. Good luck. Have a good day.